Hello and welcome back to Garion Reaver vs. Lone Wolf and the Garion Tabletop. If you have not seen the first episode I did on this, it will be linked at the end and in the description. Go check that out, as this is continuing right along. And I am in Chapter 1. When you leave the store and return to the main street, a gust of icy wind bites into the exposed flesh of your face, and the sudden chill makes you shiver. The winter sun is completely obscured by thick grey clouds, yet you're able to tell the time of day without its helpful presence. It is nearing midday. And now I can head on further, but I was thinking of meditating, because I'm a little bit injured after the fights last time, so let's try. You don't sense immediate dangers. This is a safe place to meditate. Okay. I meditate. You feel fully rested. Cool. Easy as that, but I think you can get ambushed. Redallion's workshop. Yes, take me there. You follow the main street, tense and alert, ever watchful for signs of human life and Giak raiders. Suddenly the door of a nearby building is thrown open, and into the street pour a gang of Giaks, growling and waving their black-bladed weapons above their loathsome heads. You steel yourself for imminent combat, but your concentration is Ken, when you notice a human is among the number. It is a girl in her late teens with short dark hair and sharp, sparkling eyes. Judging from her appearance and her clothing, she does not look like a typical Rockstar villager. I can feel compelled to intervene. You'll fight the Giaks in the open. You don't master the discipline. You take advantage of the confusion to observe the girl. You don't master the discipline. I feel I have to jump in. I've already failed them enough. The girl breaks free from the gang of Giaks that surround her. She sprints past you, and instinctively you move forward and place yourself between her and the pursuing enemy, blocking their path. Orgadak dag akaka good jag. You shout defiantly in Giak, taking on their voice apparently, because I didn't realise it was me speaking. While your command of their language leaves a lot to be desired, it's good enough for these Giaks to understand what you said. Pick on a human your own size. You glance over your shoulder and see the girl. She is stopped momentarily, and for a fleeting second your eyes meet. In the blink of an eye, she upholsters a small crossbow from beneath her cloak. It is unlike any crossbow you've ever seen before. Pew! Okay. Cool. She levels the strange crossbow at one of the Giaks and sends a steel bolt straight through the creature's hateful eyes. She fires again, and another Giak falls dead. Then another. The crossbow is reloading itself as fast as she can fire it. Quickly, she holsters her weapon and sprints across the street towards the cover and safety of an undamaged house on the far side. Orgadak gaj, die human, roar the gang of Giaks. You spin around to face them as they come rushing towards you with their weapons held ready to cut you down. I wonder if she'll become like a companion or something. That'd be really cool. Alright, go for you. Okay. I need to remember how combat works. Let's go with combined attack. Down. Oh, it's arrow keys. Bugger. I was pressing WASD again. Well, that's the only chance I got. Alright, I can't do a combination, so let's go for a heavy attack instead. Across. Down. And then hit him with a light attack. I can't do a light attack. Okay, I have a little bit of time. So instead let's... No, apparently I don't. I thought it was this thing. Why did that run out? Alright, I'm just going to Sunblade him. The combat in this is really stressful. Oh, shit. Sorry, it's been like a week since I played and I forgot the controls. It still worked, at least. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me by Giaks. Rawr, yes. Oh, goody, there are more of them. That's what I needed. I'm not about to die. Alright, drink the potion. Smash it on the floor. It's not like they'll need it. and go for a combination and actually down and across. Down. It's not quite an insta-kill. So I will also throw... Oh, shoot. Sorry. That was enough. I don't like quick time events as a combat system. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I ran out of time. Oof. At least I'm healed. Because I think I probably would have died then. I would have died for certain. What's this? Oh, Kai disciplines, of course. Weapon skill. Let's get imbuing. And then thwack him up right good and proper. Down, right, down. Not bad. And then throw stuff at him. 1, 2. I hit one of them. That's bad. Oh no. Ooh. She's not looking good for old lonesome hero, whatever my name is. Rah. Yeah, combat's my least favourite part of this. I just haven't got it yet. Loot. Throwing knives. Lockpick iron. I might actually be using up ammo when I throw stuff. Alright, take all. The girl is nowhere to be seen. You focus your gaze on the houses opposite. Also, based on that picture, girl seems a bit derogatory. You know, she's a woman. You focus your gaze on the houses opposite and detect fresh tracks leading towards the front door of the largest house. It has escaped the fire that has ravaged much of the area, and clearly you can read the ornate sign fixed above the door. Redalian the Inventor. I'm going to move that into my hotbar because I need something else that can heal me, because these cannot. Stealthily, you approach the front door and twist its iron handle. It is locked. The GX could be on you at any time. You ram the door, or I will attempt the lock picking again. Anything? Is it? Nope. Slow. Nope. Let's go the other way then. Nope, broke it. I think it's the other direction, that was quicker. So let's go with here. Nope. And nope. Getting there though. Or I'm not. Yeah. Almost there now. Almost there. Very nearly there. Got it. Alright, there's a bit more nuance to it than I thought there was. You hear the click of the lock opening and you reach for the door handle. One twist and it opens easily on its well-oiled hinges. Cautiously, you enter the open doorway and catch your first glimpse of the interior of his house. It is furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, all stacked high with blueprints. Why would you put them on chairs? But whatever. Of blueprints, prototype clockwork devices, and tools of all kinds. Your eyes quickly adapt to the dark interior, and your eyes detect the scurry of female feet shod in soft leather. From out of the shadows, the woman comes running towards you. "Who are you?" she demands to know. "I am Lone Wolf, and I am your liege lord," you reply, taken aback by her impertinent tone. "And who are you?" "I'm Leandra. Gen Redelion is my father." Leandra's voice is tense and irritable. It's as if she resents having to answer your simple question. It is not how the villagers would normally address their liege lord, and you assume she must be in a state of shock. "Thank you, my lord," she says, her face dripping with sarcasm. "So gracious of you to visit our humble village. Such a pity you arrived too late. Far too late." Her harsh words shock you into stunned silence. You're a little unnerved by her disrespect and her belligerence. You remain silent as you ponder her irreverent manners. All things considered, you decide to address this girl as obviously diplomatic. The woman is clearly upset by the calamity that has befallen her village, her friends, and her family. You soften your expression and try to console her sympathetically. I came as soon as I received word that you were in trouble. I have sent an urgent message to the king, and he will send troops here to deal with the Giaks. Of that you can be sure. The woman nods her head, acknowledging your words of comfort, but she does not say anything in reply. You sense that she is not entirely convinced that what you say will come to pass. She goes to the front door and closes it before she says anything more. The girl goes and stands next to a lattice window at the front of the house. Anxiously, she peers into the street beyond. She is fearful that more Giaks will arrive soon and try to break into her house. You stand on the other side of the window and try to get her to talk to you. Together, you keep watch for marauding gangs of Giaks. After a few minutes of uneasy silence, finally she relents and tells you what happened in Rockstan. She also tells you something about herself and her famous father. A large raiding party of Giaks supported by Drakarim attacked the village the day before yesterday. They gained entry into the village by way of a large steam-powered elevator platform. This elevator was used to hoist wagons of Bronin ore conveying miners to the floor of the sunken forest. Rockstan was attacked during the day. From the fact you deduce that the raiders were not focused upon killing the townsfolk, since they launched their attack in a time when the village was least occupied. Many of the villagers were down in the sunken forest when the attack began, either working in the mines or gathering timber. Those lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mine, which may well be the safest place to be at present, and certainly the easiest to defend. Unfortunately, the timing of the attack caught the most vulnerable villagers unawares and undefended. You recall the macabre sight that greeted your arrival, and a shiver runs down your spine. The armies of the Dark Lords are cruel beyond reason. They delight in murder and mayhem and know no other way. Leandra is unsure about precisely what the raiders came for, but she stayed behind to sabotage the lift. She acted with the help of Tarlor, the village sheriff. By doing so, she would prevent the Giaks from pursuing and killing her kinfolk before they could reach the sanctuary of the mines. She has played cat and mouse with the Giaks, constantly moving and hiding to avoid being captured or killed. She tells you she removed 3 essential parts of the lift mechanism: the compression valve, the drive chain, and the control handle. She has one of the parts in her pocket. It is the compression valve. The other 2 are in separate locations in the village. Leandra tells you that Tarlo the sheriff has the control handle, and that she hid the drive chain in the foundry near the ore smelting works, a large building located close to the cliff edge. Without these parts, the lift is useless. The Giaks cannot return to the forest floor. They are trapped here. The cliff is steep and sheer, is too treacherous to descend by rope. Leandra is anxious to rejoin her father and the others who are now hiding in the mines. Rockstan is far too dangerous a place for her to stay here any longer, but she is sorely aware that the only way down to the forest floor is by using the lift. To do this, she must have all 3 of the parts, so that she can refit them and get the lift working again. Ask Leandra if she works as her father's assistant. Feel the urge to move on. You're impressed by her skills and ask her about them. You tell her that you are very impressed by the courage she has shown. Your compliment makes her smile, but only a little. It's the first time you've seen her relax her stern expression. How have you been able to survive in a village full of enemies, you ask. Leandra's smile broadens. I followed my father's footsteps as an inventor, but my work is, how should I say it, less theoretical and more personal. She flicks back her cloak to reveal her holstered crossbow. I'm a crack shot with this. It's kept me out of harm's way so far, but now I only have a few bolts left. My ammunition is running out fast, and so too, I fear, is my luck. She reaches to a velvet pouch hanging from her leather belt. She clicks open its clasp and takes out a small metal cylinder which she hands to you. I think this compression valve would be better off in your safekeeping. Please keep it secure. Our lives may depend on it. You take the compression valve and store it carefully in your backpack. Leandra stares deeply into your eyes and says, I am determined to join my father and my people in the mine. You have come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought, is that not so? If you help me, then I will help you. You're going to need a working lift to reach the forest floor. Without it, you'll not be able to discover the reason for this attack. Leandra says, When the Giaks discovered that I'd sabotaged the lift, they were furious. In their blind rage, they vandalized the pump house and the boiler house. I must go there and make good any damage to the pump and boiler. It's no good replacing the missing parts if there's nothing to power the lift. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for the missing parts, you reply. Leandra nods her approval. Remember, she says, Sheriff Thaler... Oh, you completed the first chapter of Act 1. It's got an achievement. Sheriff Thaler has the control handle, and the drive chain is hidden in the foundry. I had little chance to hide it properly. There were 2 Giaks chasing me, as I recall. I threw it among some other chains that were lying on the floor. It's very different to those chains. Smaller, well-oiled. The foundry chains are dry and have much larger links. Very good, that will help me find the parts, you reply. Your immediate tasks are clear. Find Sheriff Thaler and retrieve the control handle, and you must go to the foundry and find the drive chain. Cool. What's this? Oh, my intelligence has gone up. And again. And my dexterity. I gained Kai power and endurance. I think I need to lean more into the Kai powers. I didn't use them much in the fight, and I really should have. Blood on the Snow, Part 2. Leandra prepares for the mission. She gathers up some food and some tools and puts them in her backpack. As she is fastening the flap, she says something which surprises you. When I saw you for the first time, I thought you were a grown man, but now you seem really young to me. You're basically a child. I'm actually older than you, so don't call me a girl. Leandra shoulders her backpack. Then she picks up a stiletto dagger and slips it into her belt. There's an old tunnel in the cellar of this house, she says, and it runs all the way to the foundry. My father and I often use it to go there and buy the bronin and iron we need for our inventions. You can use it as well to reach the foundry without having to take your chances out in the open. Or you can come with me and I'll show you where the sheriff's office is. Foundry on your own or sheriff's office with Leandra? I'm going to go with her, I think, but first, watch me health like. Oh, I fully healed because I leveled up or because of the end of the act. Foundry, yeah, sheriff's office. Your crossbow is nearly empty, and when it is, all you will have left are your wits and a dagger to use against the Giaks. No, I cannot let you risk that alone, you say with a forceful tone. Well, it was more, you seem capable, we're both going to be safer if we stick together. But sure, be like that. Leandra starts to protest, but you cut her off in the middle of her sentence. We shall leave together, and that's the end of it. As soon as you can show me where the sheriff's office is, we can split up. I will look for Thaler. You will go to the boiler house. Is that clear? Perfectly clear, she says with more than a trace of resentment. You draw your weapon and move to the door. Leandra stays by the window and scours the street for signs of Giaks. It looks deserted, she says. Very well, follow me and stay close, you reply. You pull open the front door and pause to make sure Leandra is with you. She is standing in the doorway, her face frozen and expressionless. Then you hear noises that make your heart skip a beat. Giaks are emerging from the shadows of the neighbouring houses, and they are closing fast on all sides. Where is the sheriff's office, you shout, demanding... Why would you shout that? She's right next to you. Demanding Leandra tell you before a fight ensues. She points along the main street towards the end of the village at the cliff's edge. On the left, 100 yards or so. That's all she can say before the first of the Giaks come running at you with their weapon held ready to strike blows to your head and chest. Run, you shout, and Leandra is suddenly galvanized into action. She sprints away across the street as the Giaks surround you and press home their surprise attack.